Here on the PMP Videocast, we are big on ephemera, things that are meant to exist in a certain time and then be left there, forgotten. Today we are digging up something very much of a time, TV Sweepstakes, contest promoted through the medium of television, specifically in our case here, from the 1980s and 90s. To clarify, these could be sweepstakes put on by TV networks, shows, or sponsors, brands, commercials. We will be seeing what you could win and how they worked, or didn't in some cases, mostly focusing on contests aimed at kids. As always, I am your host Brian. Patreon.com/PixPortraits is what keeps all of this going. You got digital copies of my book, The Nostalgia Economy, over there, dozens of exclusive videos, $5 a month gets you access to all that. We also have physical copies, t-shirts, everything helps. So please, if you have the means, consider supporting us. Best thing you do though is like this video, watch it, share it, tell a friend. You know how this works. Now, sweepstakes, TV sweepstakes, date all the way back to when television was new. What you are seeing here is from the mid-1960s for the Flintstones Hopperoo contest. And this does a great job of outlining the formula that would more or less be used going forward. Contestants were encouraged to sign up for a free membership, and guess how many times a kangaroo would hop in 5 hours? They would write this number on a self-addressed postcard and mail it to the station. The prizes are also the same that we'd see in the future: vacations, money, products, toys. Sweepstakes work very much like lotteries. Laws prohibit paying to win, that would make it gambling. So in these commercials, you always hear the phrase, no purchase necessary. Mail in a postcard with your name and address. Many will enter, few will win. Really setting the expectation that millions of people are watching and potentially entering, and that your chances of winning are pretty slim. If you did win, depending on where you lived, you might have to answer a question, like a math equation, to show some skill. Again, differentiating it from gambling. So yeah, that's more or less how sweepstakes work. Moving into the 80s and 90s, obviously decades are long and very different, even within the 10-year period, but grouping together two, we are going to see a lot of aesthetic changes, but not really much in terms of how these sweepstakes functioned or the prizes that were awarded. As an example, all of these commercials from 1982 offer video games, trips and cash as prizes, all things we'll see up until the turn of the millennium. There's this great ad for Tron and Scott paper towels. You won an Intellivision console. MTV had a contest with Atari and Pac-Man. You could win Ataris, the Pac-Man Fever album, even arcade cabinets, which we'll be seeing as a prize again later. Living the way I do, I couldn't imagine winning 2 cabs. There is no space. I don't know where I'd put them. Being geared towards children, breakfast cereal was a popular vehicle for sweepstakes. Here we see Tony the Tiger shilling Odyssey 2s. You could find a winning ticket in a cereal box or write in to have a ticket sent to you. Again, no purchase necessary. Same with Dinky Donuts, Atari. Toys were also a sweepstakes staple. We recently talked about the merchandise boom created by Star Wars, and here we have this Kenner contest where you could win the complete collection of Return of the Jedi figures, worth thousands of dollars today. It's framed around going to a movie theater, and you could also win the chance to be one of the first people to see the movie. Same thing with this Nesquik promotion and the Masters of the Universe, win the complete set. This is set up a little different. It's an instant win game. You could get a card that peels to reveal whether you win or lose, limit 1 per customer, get it in store, or write in for the chance to win. Another contest from around the same time, 1985-86, where the contestants could actually create their own Masters of the Universe figure. Several people entered, and the public voted on their favorite design. Fearless Photog won, this one here on the left, but it never did go into production. Instead, the winner got a $100,000 scholarship fund, which kind of feels deceptive a little bit. Transformers the movie came out in 1986, and there were multiple sweepstakes promoting its release. I found this one here from the USA Network, where you had to guess the name of the movie's villain, Unicron, famously voiced by Orson Welles. You could win a bunch of stuff in this one, including a party where people would actually show up dressed like Transformers, TV, VCR, VHS tapes, toys, of course, a subscription to the Transformers comics. I found this other contest from WUAB 43, a TV station local to Cleveland. Less impressive. You can win a stereo or promotional material from the movie, posters, the album, or the single, The Touch. You've got it. By now, it should probably go without saying, but there were some marketing liberties, for lack of a better word, taken with the prizes. Something would be offered, someone would win, but that prize wouldn't be given. Not out of any sort of deception, but because it wasn't wanted or feasible for the winner. As an example, this contest from Cheerios and Star Trek The Next Generation, where you could win a chance to appear in an episode. Sounds cool. This was another very popular prize, we'll see again, but apparently an elderly woman won, and rather than accept the prize, she chose a cash payout. Given some of the prizes, it's no surprise people would just opt for cash. If it's a video or some related merch, sure, but not everyone can travel or find use for things. Like this T2 motorcycle sweepstakes, you could win the bike and clothes from the movie. Doesn't seem all that appealing. It also required calling a 1-900 number, which cost $2.95 per call, nearly $7 today. Really doesn't seem worth it. Lego, on the other hand, would be a great prize, especially this Kellogg's contest that offered a massive lot of Lego sets. In case there was any doubt, we were in the 1990s. Here is another cereal-related contest for Starter Gear, iconic clothing brand from the 90s. This is another extremely 90s ad for Kool-Aid, Nickelodeon, and Nintendo. Again, promising your face in a Super Nintendo game, something else that never happened. This advertised the chance to win a bunch of games, a trip to Nintendo headquarters near Seattle, and to be featured in a game. I found commercials promoting this, and even announcing the winning number, but apparently this prize was never awarded. Console wars have been fought generation after generation, and Sega aggressively marketed towards kids in the West, especially in the early 90s. From cereal to salad dressing, Sega and Sonic were everywhere. Same with McDonald's. We have entire videos on fast food promotions, and McDonald's partnered with various networks like Fox, Fox Kids, and Nickelodeon to help promote different sweepstakes. They even partnered with Sega for the Fox Kids McWorld Home Arcade Contest. McWorld was a marketing campaign for McDonald's during the mid-90s. The phrase was coined by critics to describe their global takeover, imperialistic fast food, spreading across the globe, but here it meant the world of kids ruled. I love this contest. It's presented, if kids ruled the world, you'd have your own video arcade. You could win 4 machines, which is madness, again, the space needed, but also the Sega-produced X-Men game for the Genesis. You could win other swag, promoted by Spider-Man. Very cool. Power Rangers was one of the hottest brands in the mid-90s, and they partnered with Toys R Us for a shopping spree. We recently talked about the Nickelodeon Super Toy Run, and this is very similar, just with Fox Kids and Power Rangers. You could win a shopping spree, gift certificates, toys, video games, mac and cheese even. Power Rangers were also involved in this Quaker Oats contest. You could win one of the Tiger handheld games. Who Shot Mr. Burns was arguably the peak of The Simpsons' popularity. It was a cliffhanger between seasons 6 and 7. There was a lot of hype and speculation on who did it. People could even bet on it in Vegas, which feels like betting on pro wrestling. People involved in making it knew who did it, but this was huge. During the summer between seasons, a contest ran that was extremely convoluted. Partnering with 1-800-COLLECT, everyone who used the service, either to call or be called, was automatically entered to win the chance to be animated in The Simpsons, a dream come true for many, judging by the popularity of those gaudy services that just turn you yellow. The company apparently collected information on every caller and then narrowed it down to 200 callers, with the winner to be picked from the one who gave them the correct answer, Maggie. But no one answered correctly. The person who won wasn't even a fan of The Simpsons, they just used the service and chose to receive a cash prize rather than be animated. Phones also played a major role in this contest from Cartoon Network in 1996. This was hosted by Space Ghosts and gave viewers the chance to win some pretty sick prizes, including this Cartoon Network jean jacket. All they had to do was watch the network for a specific commercial that gave them a phone number. They then had to call the number to be entered for the chance to play the game and win the prizes. It was promoted by Cheetos, and 1-800-Fort Chester was the number after the mascot. Bookending this video is video games. We'll be wrapping up with the Nintendo 64, Mario Kart, Kick Asphalt 500 contest. We are still very much playing aloud with this attitude. You can win a trip to the Indy 500, a go-kart, games, obviously, swag, merch. This was 1997, and yeah. That's about it for today. Let me know what you think. Did you ever enter a sweepstakes? Did you win? Let me know in the comments. This topic is obviously huge, and I'm sure there was a ton that I missed. Feel free to chime in with your favorite sweepstake memories in the comments. We will be talking about it more over on Patreon as well. Support us if you can. Read the Nostalgia Economy. As always, thank you so much for your interest in this channel, and thanks for watching. See you in the future.